Good morning, you're watching PA Harness Week. I'm Sharla McBride. Well, we're not crying because it's over, we're smiling because it happened. What a great 2014 season. We've had so much fun, and we still have one more week to go here on PA Harness Week with a great show coming your way right now. Take a look at what you can expect to see in this next half hour. We'll catch up with an oldie but goodie as we chat with driver Daniel Dube, who was hanging out at Harrah's Philadelphia this week. Plus, in our Blast from the Past segment, we'll go back in time to see one of the all-time greats race at the old Meadowlands. And we'll head to Dover, Delaware for the Progress Pace and get reaction from the winner. That and much more coming up. Racing's fastest paced half hour starts right now on Comcast Sportsnet.
They're on.
Hello there, Kim Saudi, and welcome to PA Harness Week from here at Harrah's Philadelphia. She's Heather Vitale, I'm Steve Ross, and yo, there's only one show to go. Yo.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's very weird, right?
Yeah.
The season is coming, wow, in the final couple of strides before it's all over. But we had a fun time this year, did we not?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not over. Still one more show on the 20th, 1 week from today.
There is.
So it's not goodbye yet.
Not yet.
Yes.
Okay. Why don't we get to racing action, because that's what we do, that's how we roll. And this lovely lady, Heather, has the first race for you. It is Sunday 2nd here at Harrah's Philadelphia.
Okay, now you know about the Pre-Diametic in France, okay, and then there's the Elite Lop in Sweden. 2 gigantic trots. And they're international races. You know, they bring horses in from all over the world. And they don't hold a candle, not a candle, to this race I got here, this non-winners of 8,500 last 5. I'm telling you. Okay, so listen, I'm so excited about this. I can't wait to tell you.
You think?
Yeah. Number 1 is Schalom G, okay? Now, he's the favorite in here.
Shalom!
Yeah, I know, right? He just missed last time out. Guess where this horse was born, okay? Now, we're saying he's
Israel.
Well, now, we're saying he's a Jewish horse. Where's, like, the one country you would think that a Jewish horse would not be born? Starts with a G? Germany?
Germany?
Yeah.
This is where he was born?
Yeah, that's why he has a G at the end of his name.
The G is for Germany?
Yes, because he was born there. Okay, but it gets better.
Not goiter or good?
Number 4 is Canbeck Fridolin. Okay, I want to make that Canbeck's just the word that the breeder uses on all his horses, you know, when he breeds them. Fridolin is a German word for peaceful ruler, okay? Meanwhile, the horse is French-Canadian. Okay, don't ask, I don't know that, all right? Now, a little bit more. We've got a trainer also born in Germany. We've got a trainer in here from New Zealand, born in New Zealand. And we've got a trainer in here who was born in Italy. This is a major international racer, and there's some American horses too.
Well, let me ask you a question. Why didn't you do some research for this particular race? You really mailed that one in, didn't you?
Yes, I did, and I can't wait for you to see it because it's a great race overall.
Here comes Schalom G, quarter brushing attempt now. We'll go back to 5th, where it's Quantum Lightning. 2 better than Lubbock under the finish line the first time. Is 1 better than our Sam, and the trailer is Wonder Buns. Schalom G now takes over from Rocket Master just about at the half. Canbeck Fridolin back to 3rd, 2 lengths better than a tightening Lazarus 4th. Quantum Lightning remains gapped up on the outside, moving up now past the half. In 57 comes Lubbock. We'll go back to a 7th, where it's our Sam, 3 lengths better than a struggling Wonder Buns, and Canbeck Fridolin out of 3rd now. Up the bank stretch they go. Schalom G, Canbeck Fridolin up the challenge past 5/8, length and a half back to Rocket Master 3rd. Outside Lubbock's gapped off cover 4th. Lazarus has no place to go, pinned in by our Sam, who's latched on the cover 3rd over. 2 lengths better than Quantum Lightning. The trailer is Wonder Buns. Around the far turn they go. Canbeck Fridolin takes the lead now. The rank order's 126 and 4. Schalom G trying to battle off 3 lengths back to Rocket Master. Lazarus looking for racing room. Our Sam's coming 3 wide. They straighten away for the stretch drive. Canbeck Fridolin, Schalom G trying to fight back at the cones. 5 lengths back to Rocket Master. Our Sam loops up wide mid-stretch. Canbeck Fridolin, Schalom G is battling back. Outside Canbeck Fridolin, inside Schalom G down to the finish, tight for win.
The leader of of the pack started with Rocket Master, okay? And then Schalom G did take over. But then you've got Canbeck for Dallin. He comes out of the 3-hole, and so Canbeck, the two German horses, right? Schalom G and Canbeck for Dallin. They're battling. Now, Canbeck for Dallin, he's legit passed Schalom G, right? Schalom G fights back, ends up winning. I mean, really braved it up. A great race by him. Wins by a nose in 156-2. Schalom G, driven by another G that we know, George Napolitano, right? Okay. See how I worked that in there?
I saw
yeah,
that.
Okay.
Yeah, I caught that. I didn't miss much. Okay.
And, second, I want to say is Canbeck for Dallin, and then our Sam was third. Big day for Georgie. We want to mention that, right? 5 winners on this card.
And 6 last Sunday. He's liking Sunday.
Yes.
He's finishing up the season with a flourish.
Yes.
You remember a few years ago he had 10 winners on one day on a Sunday. So Georgie's doing great, and he's the guy.
Yes,
in
he
the
is.
toughest driving colony in the world.
Yes,
as a matter of fact.
and won this international race.
Georgie, you've had a heck of a meet. You're the leading driver, and you're really finishing up with a flourish. You had 6 wins last Sunday, 5 this past Sunday. What do you attribute your greatness to this meet?
I'm thankful for, I got a bunch of great trainers that I drive for, Gilbert and Chris, and just even the little people. Just want to shout out and give them a thanks. Just they make it possible and make it happen.
He's amazing.
Now I got to do the next race, but I got to tell you, I'm not real excited about doing this. After all that fluzzerai, I mean, what could I possibly add? But I'll try anyway. Okay. Sunday's 5th at Harrah's Philly, condition pace. Non-winners of 8,500, last 5, 13 times on the line. Number 4, Cam's Oracle with Georgie Knapp was 6-5. Number 8, 1 through 10 was 5-2 with Timmy Tetrick. Number 1. Hasty Western with Dave Miller was 6-1, and Mike Bozich has that call for you.
And 1 through 10 has the lead, but here comes Real Flight driving quickly up down to the saddle pad. Cam's Oracle back to the pocket 3rd. Real Illusion towed right into it 4th. Only 2 lengths away from the lead around the final bend. Hasty Western trapped to the inside of a 3rd over first of its kind. 124-2 for quarter 3. 1 through 10 on the inside just went off stride there. 1 through 10 is on a break. That means Real Flight has the lead. In between horses is Real Illusion, first of its kind, now looming ominously 3 wide. They straighten away, and first of its kind on the far outside takes the lead. Inside it's Real Flight. In between horses, Real Illusion battles on back to 4th. Cam's Oracle. They come down to the finish, first of its kind.
1 through 10 cut some fancy splits on the lead before making a break at the 3/4 when number 2, Real Flight, off at 19-1 with Tony Morgan, took the lead turning for home but could not hold off the 5, first of a kind, a 7-1 shot with Brett Miller, who won by a couple on 152-4. 2 real horses grabbed 2nd and 3rd. Real Flight was 2nd, Real Illusion 3rd, 17-1 with Ron Pierce. You should be able to hit that try, no problem, right?
You would think so.
You would think. When we come back, more international racing from right here at the place that made it famous, Harrah's, Philadelphia. Don't go away.
They round the far turn. Mustang Mach on the inside. Perito Caliente drives up the challenge.
When it's your time to shine, what will you do? At Mohegan Sun, wherever tonight takes you, it's your time to shine.
Hello there, you. Welcome back to PA Harness Week. She's Heather Vitale. I'm Steve Ross. You know who you are. And as promised, we have more racing from here at Harrah's that has a distinct international flair, and Heather's going to tell you all about that.
Well, the last race I covered trotters. This time I've got some chasers, okay? But non-winners, $12,500, last 5, and the purse is $17,000. Number 3 is Perito Caliente. Yes, the even money favorite. Yes, we know that name is hot dog in Spanish. But he was
and
not,
German too.
He wasn't born in Spain. This horse was born in New York, but, you know, whatever.
Close.
Yeah, pretty
But
close.
yes and no, they sound alike.
Number 5, Mustang Mock. He's a New Zealand native, born in New Zealand. He just moved to America this past summer. And then number 2 is Salevster Stallion. He returns to Pennsylvania after racing in New York last time out.
And they come towards us for the first time, and with the lead by a length and a half, Mustang Mock. A lead Hanover defended that pocket spot. Southwestern Dream finds a home third in front of Salevster Stallion. Perito Caliente floats to the outside, 5th now. 2 lengths better than new Bad Boy around the bend, followed 7th by 3 swings, and something amiss with that Like It Real Hot's not traveling all that well. So with the lead, it's Mustang Mock. They reach the half in 54-4. Heavy hitting quarter there. They race up the bank stretch, and with the lead by a length, it's Mustang Mock. A lead Hanover has the pocket seat second. Perito Caliente drives up first, over now third. Up on the outside, here comes Zoo Bad Boy being towed into it 4, and Southwestern Dream is no place to go. 3 swings, third up into the flow. Salevster Stallion shuffled out to the back, moves to the outside now. They round the far turn. Mustang Mock on the inside. Perito Caliente drives up the challenge. 3/4, 123-3. Racing towards the inside. Third is Zoo Bad Boy from far back. Here comes Salevster Stallion now. 3 swings in between horses. They straighten the way for the stretch drive. Mustang Mock, Perito Caliente. Salevster Stallion looping up out of the center, and Salevster Stallion with a full head of steam takes the lead now. Perito Caliente trying to battle back up the inside. Who Bad Boy, Salevster Stallion, Perito Caliente down to the finish. Salevster Stallion or Perito Caliente.
Mustang Mock cutting out the fractions, but couldn't keep the lead in deep stretch. Meanwhile, we've got Salevster Stallion, who got shuffled way to the end, but then coming up the backside, Brett Miller pulls the right line, and he's just kind of like, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, right? And he gets all the way to the front. I mean, he was last. All right, wow. And he ends up, of course, winning this one, coming home the fastest in 152-2. Perito Caliente travels first up for second, and then, Bad Boy was third.
Stick around. When we come back, we're going to catch up with a guy who was a regular here at Harris Philly, but hasn't been around a while. He's taken his place up in New York at Yonkers, and we'll talk to Danny Dube, and we'll also go up to the Big M, and we'll look at 2 races 34 years apart. We'll have a look at our blast from the past, the 1980 Meadowlands Pace, featuring some horse, I think, named Nia something.
Yeah,
you guys will know it, okay?
Yeah.
And also we'll have a free-for-all that took place this past weekend. Don't you dare think about going anywhere.
And here comes Niatross after the leader. Storm Damage has the rail, and Niatross comes alongside, and Niatross is sticking ahead in front.
Tonight, it's ladies' night. The lights are low, and the stakes are high. Sometimes ladies' night is just a date night in disguise. At Mohegan Sun, wherever tonight takes you, it's your time to shine.
This message is brought to you by the more than 23,000 folks all across the Commonwealth, your friends, your neighbors, who proudly earn their living in Pennsylvania's horse racing and breeding industries. Each year, horse racing provides well over $4 billion in economic impact statewide, and horse racing is directly responsible for jobs, tens of thousands of solid, good-paying jobs in Erie, Harrisburg, Philadelphia, everywhere you look. Horse racing in Pennsylvania, it's a winner.
Hello there, welcome back. This is PA Harness Week. I'm Steve Ross, she's Heather Vitale, and there's a name that we mentioned before the break, Dan Dube, a top guy, great driver, used to be here at Harris Philly all the time. Anyway, he went up to New York. He's been there for a few years, and our Sharla McBride caught up with Danny, who was back for a little bit to see what's been going on since he's been gone.
All right, thanks, guys. We're catching up with driver Danny Dube. Danny, it's been a while since we've seen you. You used to race here, but of course now you've been in Yonkers the last 2 years. How's Yonkers been treating you?
Yonkers is very good. Both places great. I just race twice a day, afternoon and night. That's too much for me. I just pick one spot, you know.
So you've been racing at Yonkers for a little while now. Do you see yourself staying there, or are we going to see you come back here a little bit?
I try to do a little bit over here when I don't race over there, you know. I try to come on Wednesday or Sunday, but most of the time I'm Yonkers, you know.
Now, we got to see a lot of you when you were racing Rock and Roll Heaven. Take me back to the good old days. What are some of your favorite memories with that horse?
Oh, you get a lot. You know, all those big races you win, and it was just amazing horse. And I can't pick one. They were all good, you know. Yeah.
Any other horses that you're hoping maybe live up to that Rock and Roll Heaven stature?
Well, it's going to be tough, man. Never know. Maybe in the next couple of years. To stay at Yonkers, it's tough to get one because it's just overnight race, and then not too many steakhouse like here in New Jersey, you know. That's money is good, man. That's all clamor and condition, you know. That's good.
Now, with this season coming to a close, obviously 2015 just around the corner, any hopes, dreams, aspirations for the next year?
I hope everything's go the same. I'm happy that way, and long you don't get hurt and stuff like that, that's good.
And any fun holiday plans for you?
Yeah, we're going home for Christmas and maybe try to go someplace warm. We're going to pick a place to go. We don't know yet, but we try to do something like that.
Well, perfect. Thank you so much for catching up with us.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Sharla. It's so good to see him again, Danny Dube, was it not?
Yes. Oh, here's a little known fact about him. He used to be roommates with Yannick Gingras.
No.
Yes.
Did he?
Yeah.
Well, I know.
It's amazing. They're both French-Canadian.
Oh, shocking, isn't it?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Guess what, folks? It's now time for our Blast from the Past. The date was July 18th, 1980, 34 years ago. It took place at the Big M. It was their signature race, the Meadowlands Pace. And the big guy, the big gun in the name of harness racing back then was a three-year-old pacer named Niatross, and this was the Meadowlands Pace.
Yes, and let me tell you, this was $1 million race. This is the richest race for harness or thoroughbred at the time. And a lot of people were on, I guess you could say, pins and needles, or really watching Niatross, because remember, in the elimination, he goes off stride. He never did that. He goes off stride in the elimination, comes back and finishes 4th to make this final.
Yeah, that was pretty wild, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I want to mention this. The guy calling the race is Ed Gorman. Ed Gorman was my mentor. A great guy, God rest his soul. He's a terrific race caller. And please enjoy the 1980 Meadowlands Pace.
Here they come. Go. Middle of the racetrack, that Storm Damage going to go right out to bid for the lead with Tyler B along the rail. Niatross is up 3 wide and looking for a spot. They head up the turn. Midas Almahurst moves quickly between horses to take over 3rd with Secret Service. Moving now into 2nd behind Tyler B. Midas Almahurst gets that spot to squeeze in 3rd. Storm Damage is 4th and going up. Niatross follows from 5th and going up. 6th along the rail. That's Gimme Get Me. Next is Dear Star. 2-3 back to Fundamentalist, followed by Bruce Gimbel. Up on the outside, then it's Maple Fritz as they swing down the back stretch. Off the turn they come. That's Alberton down on the rail, followed by Worthy Signal. They went that quarter 27-3. They move down the back stretch, and up top now is Storm Damage, and here comes Niatross after the leader. Storm Damage has the rail, and Niatross comes alongside, and Niatross is sticking ahead in front. They cut the half in 55-1. Niatross now gets the lead with the rail. Storm Damage is 2nd. Tyler B stays tucked in 3rd, gaining ground from 4th. On the outside is Secret Service, and coming with a real brush. Also on the move on the outside, that's Gimme Get Me. Dear Star gaining ground. Midas Almahurst along the rail. Then it's Fundamentalist, followed off the turn by Bruce Gimbel. Next is Worthy Signal as they come to the 3/4. Niatross is there, a length and a half. 3/4 in 1:24-2, and they're humming. It's Niatross as they turn home. He's got it by 3. Niatross in front, and Storm Damage is going to try and chase him down, followed by Tyler B on the outside. Secret Service, Tyler B and Storm Damage, and they're following Niatross, and nobody's going to catch him. It's Niatross by 4, and he's going away. Niatross and Clint Galbraith, they win the 1980 Meadowlands Pace.
Wow, what a race. Was that a horse race or what?
Oh, the horse was unbelievable.
And check some other names in there. Storm Damage, Tyler B. Some really serious racehorses took place in that 1980s Meadowlands Pace. Hope you enjoyed it, you guys.
He ended up winning the pacing Triple Crown that year, and he was Horse of the Year in 1980, as he was the year before in 1979. So, a legend, a legend. And
no doubt.
Guess what? We're staying at the Meadowlands.
Let's.
I know, not for 1980, right?
2014.
I was going to say, what year are we in? Okay, yes. All right.
I'm still in Germany. I'm still.
Okay, so we are free for all. Oh my gosh, you made me laugh. Handicap pace, the purse is at $30,000 in here. Number 9 is Golden Receiver. He's a favorite at 8-5. Just lost by a nose after cutting the mile last time out. Number 8 is Speed again. He was the one who actually beat Golden Receiver in that last race out, and he had come up in, first up fashion. Number 3 is Wake Up Peter. 32 starts this year, 12 wins, 5 seconds, 5 thirds. There's just a really good chance that he's going to hit the board.
Cut 4 wide as Golden Receiver urged on there. Dr. Bush pushes the rail. Those two engage with Dial or No Dial diving in 3rd and leaving Speed again out there 4th, and they are motoring past the quarter. Dapper Dude is 5th. Then it's Wake Up Peter, gap of 2 to Aslan, followed by Owls, Hammered, and Santa Fe Beach Boy, 26-2. Down the back stretch, stung early here. Speed again, looking to win again. Lands up front with Jingra and looks to ration out the speed. Golden Receiver for a 2-hole ride right now. Dr. Butch is 3rd. Dial or No Dial and Anxious 4th. Campbell tips with the Dapper Dude. Grabs live cover is Wake Up Peter to the outside. Then Aslan, followed by Owls, Hammered, and Santa Fe Beach Boy. Speed again, 54 for the half. Speed again in front now. Heavy pressure from Dapper Dude on the outside up to match strides with about 3/8 out. Live cover for Wake Up Peter. Golden Receiver locked in the box. Aslan is 3rd over, inching up a closer 5th now. Dr. Butch is back to 6th on the inside. Then it's Owls Hammered 4th over. From the back, Santa Fe Beach Boy pinned in is Dial or No Dial. At 3/4, it's Speed again. Dapper Dude on the outside. Wake Up Peter is lurking. 121 and 3:27.3. 3rd quarter into the stretch. Speed again. The Dapper Dude on the outside keeps pouring it on. Wake Up Peter off that cover. Up on the outside comes Aslan, extreme outside. Owls Hammered. Deep stretch. Speed again hanging in there. Wake Up Peter trying to polish off a perfect drive by Brett Miller. Wake Up Peter on the outside. Wake Up Peter. Wake Up Peter.
Golden Receiver leaves hard out of that 9-hole, ends up getting the front. Not for long though. Speed again. He takes over by the time they reach the half-mile pole. And then from there you've got Dapper Dude battling first up, named after you of course, battling first up with Speed again. They get by the 3/4 pole in 121 and 3. Meanwhile, there's Wake Up Peter, right? He's just like licking his chops. He's like, I'm second over. Come on, stretch. He ends up winning with Brett Miller on the bike, a 150 flat. And as Ken Workington said, perfect drive by Brett Miller. Speed again was 2nd. Dapper Dude was 3rd. Golden Receiver, I don't know if it was like the track. It was really wet that night, sloppy track, if that hurt him or what, but he didn't do too well.
I'll talk to him. He's my Facebook friend.
Oh, good. Do that.
We'll
talk
figure
to
it
him.
out. Yeah. We'll find out. We'll get the 911 on that, okay? Is it the 411?
The 411, but anyway.
Well, no, it's actually an emergency, so it would be a 911. Because we want to find out pretty badly, don't we?
You will justify anything, but we'll go from there.
When we come back, we're going to go into Dover Downs. Why? Because their signature event is taking place, the $301,000 Progress Pace. I guess somebody threw a buck in just to be honest, but I don't know, whatever it was. When we come back.
Feel the action. Get a taste of victory. Spice things up. And play to win. Mohegan Sun, off-track wagering. Allentown, Carbondale, East Stroudsburg. Always leave happy.
We are back, and it's PA Harness Week, and she's Heather Vitale, and I'm Steve Ross. As promised, we have for you the $301,000 Progress Pace. It sounds important, and it is, as you may know. Okay, 3-year-old pacers, and we had a short field of 6 starters. 2 drawing the most money. Number 4, McWicked, very hot of late, with Dave Miller was odds on at 3-5. Number 2, J.K. Endevenir with Yannick Gingras was 5-2. And here's that exciting call.
J.K. Endevenir, a big boy dream, sitting in second, 2.5 back. That's McWicked in third, followed by National Debt. The early trailers are somewhere in L.A. and all bets off, 25 4/5. They make their way by the stands, and it's J.K. Endevenir leading by almost 2 lengths. Big Boy Dreams got away in second, followed by McWicked. 2 more back to National Debt. The trailers are somewhere in LA, and all bets off as they go to the clubhouse turn. J.K. Harrah slowing it down just a bit. Sitting in second is Big Boy Dreams, followed by McWicked, who's ready to come to the outside. Already outside somewhere in LA. Then it's National Debt, and all bets off to the outside from last. 54-1 on the way over toward the back stretch. J.K. Harrah, McWicked on the outside, moves up into second. Down inside, Big Boy Dreams following in fourth now is somewhere in LA. Then it's National Debt alongside. All bets off. They're midway up the back stretch toward the final turn. And holding the lead by a half length, that's J.K. Harrah. McWicked now gets a bit closer as they go into the final turn. McWicked from the outside joins J.K. Harrah. 121 3/5. They're midway on the final turn. McWicked battles J.K. Harrah, trying to follow outside. That's somewhere in L.A. Down inside, Big Boy Dreams, and they're at the top of the stretch, turning Rome. McWicked from the outside gets the lead. It's McWicked. J.K. Harrah back to second, coming through the stretch. McWicked edges away now.
J.K. Harrah took the early lead with McWicked sitting third until Dave Miller got a little antsy and came first up to attack. It was an attack. McWicked eventually wore down J.K. Harrah to win it by a length and change in 1:48.4. J.K. Harrah was a clear second. It was another 4 back to somewhere in L.A. off at 7-1 with Tim Tetrick, and we caught up with David Miller to find out what were his impressions about McWicked's big win.
David, McWicked was McFabulous, right? He's really McBounced back.
Yes. He finished up the year better or as good as he was all season.
Do you think that he's going to be the 3-year-old pacing division champion?
You know, I hope so. I think he deserves it, and you know, he made the most money of any of the 3-year-olds this year. So you know, he didn't win the jug. That's probably his only, and he didn't win the messenger. You know, it's probably a couple of his only downfalls. The rest of his season was top notch, and I believe he was first, second, or third about every start.
Today is a big day for you. The big 50, 50, you are half a century old. How do you feel?
I'm starting to feel old now. No, honestly, you know, thank God, and I still feel fine. I feel great. I get up every morning and go to the barn and, you know, just keep my usual routine, and everything's been going good.
David was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2014, and as we're talking now, he's got 11,229 victories, but I mean, who's counting, right? You still got a few good years in you. Anything you want to accomplish between now and the next couple of years?
Yeah, there's a few races out there I still want to win really bad, so you know, I'll just keep trying, you know, and hopefully one day I'll get lucky enough to get there.
Thank you, David, and happy birthday again.
Thank you so much, Heather.
Thanks, David. Congratulations on the big win. I want to mention something before we go, Heather, and that is the Cleveland Classic, which is traditionally the last stakes race that we cover here on the show for the year, has been canceled this year.
Oh.
Yeah. They only had like 5 entries, so they canceled the race, and they gave everybody that entered the race a check for $17,000.
Man, why didn't I enter the race?
Thank you, right? Your mom could enter something in there, right?
Yeah.
For $17,000. Darn.
Oh, well.
Well, that's going to do it for this edition of PA Harness Week. And for all of us here, Bruce Casella, Sharla McBride, my boo, Heather Vitale, I'm Steve Ross, reminding you to pick up the pace, just a taste, and get yourself high on harness.
It's only natural.